Hi, guys, and welcome back to the Butterfly Effect podcast. My name is Liam. I am joined by Jack.
Hello, hello.
And for the regulars on this channel, you'll know that we all have our roles. I'll do the editing and the background stuff. Jack is very much at the front, doing the social interactions and the research. And today, Jack has done a lot of digging about the upcoming Devil in Me game. So yeah, he's done a lot of detective work, haven't you, Jack?
I have, yes. And what I would say, I personally think this is a significant find. It could be something that within the first 10 minutes of the game, it's all wrapped up with. But this, guys, could potentially be to do with the plot twist, or at least a major plot point in the Devil in Me. So I would say for those of you that do want to avoid any spoilers, that you may drop out the video now, because yeah, it could be quite significant.
Yeah, scram, guys. We don't want you in this video. But otherwise, let's get on with the video.
Okay, guys, so what we have on screen now are 4 names. So I'll just read them out to you. So we have Henry Howard Mansfield Holmes, who you should all recognise as H.H. Holmes, America's first serial killer. We have Manny Sherman. So who is Manny Sherman? Well, Manny Sherman is the man who we first hear of in House of Ashes. So he's in a newspaper, and it's on the back of the newspaper where we see President Bush regarding the Iraq War, and it says that he's recently been put down by lethal injection for various murders and things. We have Grantham Dumay. So those who have seen the trailer for The Devil in Me, and it's now confirmed because of the animatronic collector's edition, which I'll go through in a minute, Dumay is the killer in The Devil in Me. He's the one that lures the documentary filmmakers to the replica murder hotel. And we have Herman Webster Mudgett. Okay, so this really came about through the fact that this is a puzzle-based game. There's going to be a lot of things to solve, and frankly, me just being an absolute fiend when it comes to searching for these things, because I like to think of myself as like a little detective. But what I want you to do, guys, is look at these 2 names. So we're going to remove the first 2 names now. So on screen, we just have Grantham Dumay and Herman Mudgett. So you're thinking, who the hell is Herman Mudgett? So I really came to this because I did a quick Google search. I wanted to do a bit of background on H.H. Holmes. And to my surprise, I didn't know this, but his original name was Herman Mudgett. And actually, Henry Howard Mansfield Holmes is actually an alias of his. So I just want you guys just to look at these 2 names at the moment and tell me if you notice anything. Okay, so like the eagle-eyed of you may be aware that actually these 2 names are an anagram of one another. So if you took all the letters and you could re-scramble them, Herman Mudgett can well become Grantham Dumay. So this is hugely significant for a reason that I'll go into shortly, but I will just add another little bit of evidence that adds this more. So now we're going to look at another name that we're going to pop on the screen, and that's Manny Sherman. And we're also actually going to add Henry Howard Mansfield Holmes. So looking at Manny Sherman, what do we see here? We see the name Sherman, and we also know that H.H. Holmes' original name was Herman, so there's a link there. But if we look at H.H. Holmes' more common name, Henry Howard Mansfield Holmes, obviously we can see Mansfield in there, so we can see that you can see where the Manny comes from. So to me, this seems like the names that Supermassive have deployed in this game could well indicate that our killer is not only influenced by H.H. Holmes, but he could be spirit. We've recently talked in a video about how it could be H.H. Holmes' spirit that's in the killer inside Grantham Dume. But what this implies is it could be within Manny Sherman as well. And I'd just like to sort of add some extra evidence to this. It says on the animatronics collector's edition for the game, it says Dume uses the bodies of his victims to construct horrific animatronics. This one is his mentor and inspiration serial killer, Manny Sherman. So it's just very interesting like how all of the names are linked and all of them are inspired by the original man himself, H.H. Holmes, which says to me that this could well be the spirit of H.H. Holmes. It could be some weird reincarnation thing. It could be that each of these killers are inspired by H.H. Holmes and they've just muddled the letters round of his name because that's how they want to be perceived by the wider public. Or it could be a simple Easter egg by Supermassive Games for us to find. So yeah, guys, obviously let us know what you think on that bit of digging. Hugely significant, and it really could play a part into like the plot twist of the game, or it could just be a major plot point that as the characters, as the playable characters, we are going up against H.H. Holmes, but he's just taken a different form somehow. And you know what? It might be interesting when the other character names are revealed as well, like other playable characters. Like, will there be a character called Howard, for example? Will there be a character called Webster? We don't know. Or could it be just another anagram? But one final thing before I hand over to you, mate, and it's to come back to a more recent video that we did about potentially the killer having an accomplice. I did a bit of digging on H.H. Holmes, and it was found that, you know, pre him carrying out all of his murders, he was known to recruit accomplices mainly for insurance scams. So as far as Supermassive, if they really wanted to honour the story of H.H. Holmes and almost like copy some bits of his life, it's not too far-fetched theory that maybe someone in the game is an accomplice to some degree, but maybe he chooses to betray them and kill them in one of his sadistic death traps. So yeah, I don't know what you think of all that, mate.
Yeah, I mean, the name digging's fantastic. Obviously, it's just too coincidental that they clearly meant it. It's just obviously, what do we do with that info? What does it mean? So obviously, guys, in the comments, it'd be awesome if you could tell us what your theories are from this. What do you reckon Grantham Dume's game is? How do you reckon the other names and like Manny Sherman tie into this? So yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts. But yeah, Jack, no, honestly, fantastic. That's excellent detective work as always.
Nah, thanks a lot, mate. And obviously, yeah, guys, let us know what you think in the comments. Has this changed what your outlook on the game is? Is it going to be possession-based? Could it be reincarnation? Could it just be a fun Easter egg? Do let us know in the comments. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
Take care, guys. See you in the next one.